And a warm welcome to ArtHouse. I'm Melinda Akinlami. We'll explore more art from outside Lagos. Let's take a look at our lineup for today. This series has been going on at the Moriri Gallery for a while now, and it continues in Rivers State. To a group exhibition, this time by art students at an institution in Ogun State. To another group exhibition of contemporary art in Lagos. So it's all about group exhibitions on this week's episode of the program. We'll tell you more in a moment. Do stay with us.
Primitivism, identity often sought for by members of Western society, exerts a limitation and barrier against the progress of creativity.
Let's begin with this group exhibition titled Canvas and Cocktails. It is a showcase of contemporary art in Lagos.
It's a blend of contemporary images with social interaction, featuring a curated collection of works of art for this exhibition, titled Canvas and Cocktails, the 2025 Maiden Edition.
Canvas and Cocktails is an exhibition for networking, it's an exhibition for fun, for appreciating Nigerian art, and just basically building a community of visual artists as well as other people to just, appreciate Nigerian art.
Beauty, resilience, identity, and celebration are just a few of the themes African artists explore in these pieces on display.
My art mostly talks about, it advocates to people, and it actually gives out message of you understanding where you come from. Like mostly this work, which means this is legacy, the title is legacy. And for me, legacy to me is mostly about how we preserve our tradition, how we understand our dialects. Because mostly people this generation, we actually tend to focus more on speaking English than our dialects. And with this work, I'm trying to promote that aspect of really focusing on understanding our dialects, because it's really important.
We all humans are hopeful. In every aspect of our life, we are always hopeful. Our work, our doings, our ways, family, what we want to do, what we are aspiring to do, we are always hopeful. So mostly all my works are about myself. So they talk more about myself, people around me, personalities, and so on and so forth. So my work are based on the people and me myself.
I like the quality of works on display, ranging from young and some other elderly artists like Lemi Garioku. I enjoy what I see, what they've been able to put forward today for the public to see. They are full of high techniques, and they are deep in meaning. They are deep in meaning, they have gravity. There's something that once you come in contact with any of those works, you just connect with them somehow. There's a connection. So I see this as a testimony to the quality of Nigerian artists.
The selection that I've made here today is based on, the theme, which is Carrots and Cocktails, right? Which just signifies fun, something colorful, something, extravagant, something incredible. And that's how I was able to select these particular pieces for the event.
For the organizers, the idea is to create a safe space where art enthusiasts can take time to savor these creations and experience art that exudes elegance, connection, and culture.
The more we promote visual artists in Nigeria, the more exposure we give them, because there are a lot of Nigerian artists that are really talented that don't have the platform, right, to showcase their creativity, and that's why NK Space is here. We're here to do that in collaboration with Vision Nation. The Vision Nation it has the same vision as me, right? We are here to promote visual artists and give platforms to young emerging artists, because they are the new generation, right? So that's why we are having this event to just promote visual artists in Nigeria.
They just need to know that there's an opportunity open for them. Those that feel inspired, that they want to go into art, they know that there are platforms that fully support them. Unlike back in the days where everybody's like, yeah, go and do medicine, go and do this one, go and do engineering, this is what is paying. If you love art, you want to make music, this is the space for you. You want to make visual art. We actually have artists coming for residency programs. We have a lot of mentors that can mentor them. Mr. Lemmy Garioku is a legend in the industry. He's also here, he's exhibiting here. A lot of top class artists that are ready to hold master classes. So if artists or people that feel inspired, they want to go into the line of arts or whatever, they are welcome to come to the space. It's Spotlight Creative Hub.
The cocktail addition to the exhibition title is likened to art in its sensory, intentional, and layered elements.
It's very, very inspiring. We actually had to put together a selection of artists that are doing great in the secondary market and underrepresented artists, and we collected some of their works to create this exhibition. So we decided to, what can we mix it up with that's going to give it a little bit of vibe? Cocktails and canvas. So right now we actually have a sip of paint going on, whereby people that love art can actually come in and come and paint and have cocktails. But at the end of the day, art lovers, art collectors are also welcome to the space to come and experience the artwork. There are different mediums that we actually collected. So for every art lover, you are going to find something that you love.
It's a toast to creativity, rich with stories, textures, and depth.
From there, we move to the Moriri Gallery in Port Harcourt, Rivers State for the Beauty as Essence series, which continues with this group exhibition.
Port Harcourt Moriri Art Gallery has once again become the center of creative energy as it plays host to a compelling new exhibition titled Beauty as Essence, Academy Artist Edition.
Academy Artist Edition because we have scholars from the various tertiary institutions in the Niger Delta. I have from the Niger Delta University in Bayelsa, University of Port Harcourt, in Port Harcourt of course, the Ignatius Ajuri University. So scholars, these are people who mold artists of the future by themselves and by their own rights. They're artists as well.
The show brings together artists, curators, collectors, and art enthusiasts, all drawn by a shared passion for African expression through art. On display are stunning works, predominantly acrylic on canvas, that explore emotional and cultural layers of everyday African life. The pieces reflect themes of identity, gender, community, and the subtle tensions of modern living, all through a lens that is unapologetically African. artists explored the different aspects of their creations using bold textures and symbolic colors to make their points.
This particular piece is titled The Innocence of Beauty. I am Onekpe Pusi, and I would say this work is actually a collaboration between myself and my sponsor. I started the concept initially. I wanted to see how beauty is seen from the eyes of the child, the perspective of the child. What does the child see in beauty? So when initially I created this work, my core focus was the child's ambition. Oh, I want to become a pilot. So you see an impressionistic view of the child being a pilot in the eye. Then, still playing with the toys and everything. When I was done with the work, thinking I was finished, my son came and scribbled a butterfly. And that threw me off balance initially. I was like, how dare you spoil my piece? Until I sat back and I looked at her and said, this is a child's work. I am seeing the beauty from the child's perspective. Why don't I play with what this child normally scribbling with? So we started working together. You find out that he will draw his car. Me, I will draw this. So all of this, almost like child art, became the whole evolution of what the painting is about. So what is simply driving at is that there's a way the child sees beauty. The way the child sees beauty is void of any corruption from any influence. It's pure.
Among the many admirers at the event are art critics and connoisseurs who are in awe of the pieces.
It has been amazing so far. When you talk of beauty, when you talk of illustrative, when you talk of educative, trust me, these are all encompassed in one artwork. There are a lot of arts here that has captured my attention, but trust me, I'm going to get one. Odogo, get your ATM ready because we need to have one of those pieces in our home. Thank you so much for making Nigeria proud. Thank you so much for the artists for putting this together to celebrate you.
Beauty, most times, can be seen, like they say, the eye of the beholder, but beauty means a lot of things for different people. And the art here depicts beauty in just so many raw forms, and it's just amazing, thinking what must have been going through the minds of the people putting this artwork together, and then the entire process of essentially trying to depict this and bring it out in an art form. So it's been an amazing experience.
The gallery's creative director, Kayode Adioti, describes the exhibition as more than just an event, but a growing commitment to elevate emerging talents and spotlight stories that challenge, inspire, and heal.
When we start the year, we start with the theme. Our expectation is that we're able to create and give a platform to artists within this region that, so to speak, have not had the opportunity to exhibit in a long time. So, the majority of the artists that we have here have not exhibited in a long time. And we're excited to say we have created that platform for them to show their works. That's the first thing. Then secondly, we have succeeded in reaping interest from the community, the global community in Port Harcourt, people interested in visiting galleries and acquiring works. So yes, indeed, we've had the opportunity of stimulating interest in art.
From the public to private collectors, the response has been overwhelmingly positive, with guests calling the show one of the most thoughtful and well curated in recent times. For the gallery, beauty as an essence is not just a title, it's a statement of intent, a celebration of what it means to be seen, valued, and represented through the transformative power of the arts.
Lovely works of art there. And we have more from outside Lagos when the program returns in a moment. Do stay with us.
And these are the works of art you sent in recently. Let's begin with Adekunle Mayowa's The River of Our Traditions. It's an acrylic on canvas piece. this next one is called The Glimpse of Paradise. It's an oil paint and acrylic on canvas piece. Optimistic, that's what Femi Afolabi calls this acrylic on canvas work. Then Emily Anyebunam is saying that this is another one, freshly baked. It's called Commercial Center. It's done with acrylic on canvas. Then Streets of Grey, the second in the series, is by Jide Akintunde, is an acrylic on canvas work. This oil on canvas work is titled Market Scene in African Setting. It's done by Tunde Abiodun. Then Tomiwa Adelagun says, may every bite fill us with gratitude as we share the quiet moments together with profound meaning. In this acrylic and digital on canvas work he calls Break Fast. Then Akim Mustafa has Water is Life, an oil on canvas work. Then we wrap things up with The Weight of We, an oil on canvas piece as well by Faith Gbaderu. And that concludes the works of art you sent in recently. We really appreciate you for sending them in and encourage you to keep them coming.
Final year students of the Tai Sholari Federal University of Education have held an exhibition which is part of the fulfillment of their course requirements.
The art fair for about 203 final year students of the Department of Creative Arts of the Tai Solarin Federal University of Education in Ijebode in Ogun State is part of the final assessment for the award of Bachelor of Education Fine and Applied Arts for 2024-2025 graduating set. The exhibition parades a massive collection of works of art with different colors and shapes, from graphics, paintings, textile, ceramics, art history, and sculpture. These pieces represent the students' best assessment from their first to final year. The lecturers will be using their keen eye to provide a comprehensive rating.
To a large extent, they have performed to expectation. In fact, there are some of them that are quite outstanding, though you may not find, it's not possible you don't find a few of them who may be lagging behind, but then generally, to a large extent, they have performed quite credibly well.
We are going through a time in Nigeria now where actually the office jobs are not really available, and it's obvious that students now have to add a lot of value to themselves to be able to survive in our society. And if you come to our creative industry, you find out that there is no aspect of what is here now that students cannot use to survive. So if they just perfect the skill and exploit their creativity to maximum, they can always survive without an office job.
Very satisfied, considering the period of training and what they are able to come up with at the end of their programs here. I think they have done really, really well.
This is a final year exhibition, And whenever students are called to exhibit, they bring in the best they have. Because in this exhibition, the thing has a lot of advantages to them. They are here now as budding elites, budding artists in the making. And they are going into the larger society. So if they don't know how and what is facing them outside there, they will go there confused. So this exhibition is helping to prepare them so that they will know how they can prepare their works, how they can package it, and how they can now present it for the public audience, when they eventually graduate. It's the first challenge they have as professionals.
Some of the students shed more light on the inspiration and motivation behind these images.
I usually find some deeper meaning, insights inside all the paintings because I do not see paints as natural thing. So concerning these works at year 2023, so I could code my history inside this work. Concerning this German 2023 is the scholarship Dr. Abiodun gave us, Benga Abiodun program, Memorial Education. So and concerning other things. So when we turn it upside down, we will see the code hiding into this artwork because I could see that most artworks should pass deeper information than many saying it's just artworks. So that's what prompts me to do all my artworks.
From 100 level, 200 level, 300 level, 400 level, there are some stages whereby you have to keep on growing for a better productivity doing 400 level. So it is not just a one-time thing that you know at once. It is a gradual thing that you learn level by level. So as at what I can produce in 100 level is not what I can produce in 400 level. So thanks to our lecturers who are pushing us to learn more and to know more things and gain more knowledge, so we improve more in our artworks.
The budding artists have been commended for their creative minds as they get set to embrace the real world outside these walls.
It's certainly a good way to prepare them for life outside school. Well done to the team. We have more art to enjoy, but that will be on the next episode of ArtHouse.
On ArtHouse next week. Can we breathe? That's the theme for the Life in My City Lagos regional exhibition intended to prompt artists to explore the realities and complexities of life in their cities. National Gallery of Art receives digital inventory of its national art collections of projects that is carried out in its collaboration with the Goethe Institute and other partners. To the Art of Chess exhibition of Fobili Gallery, also in Lagos. More people need to enjoy the ingenious in the Nigerian art scene, so do share, view and like our page for everyone to experience this bundle of talents.
Your ArtHouse experience doesn't have to end when the show is not on television. Interact with us on our various social media platforms. See any edition of ArtHouse on our website or YouTube page. Join our very interactive Facebook page by joining the group on ArtHouse on Channels. We're everywhere.
That's the program today. We appreciate you for being great company and encourage you to keep the conversation going on our various social media platforms, where you can also see this and other episodes of ArtHouse. I'm Melinda Akinlami. Have a lovely day.